Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching my channel. We're growing. We're just I'm still learning this thing, and I haven't vlogged in like forever because oh my goodness. I'll tell you when I'm done. Ne? That was my son. Imagine he wants to know my channel. So I haven't posted anything in like 2 weeks because I've been busy with work, busy with other things, and I wasn't in a good space to post anything. I wasn't motivated to post anything, and I don't like just posting things for the fact for posting, Yeah, it's either you do it right or you don't. So excuse my lighting is bad. Yo, so bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna try and edit and see if it's gonna be any different. And my face is so shiny because I've got Vaseline on. I don't know. I don't know. Winter is just playing games with me, man. My skin is cracking. I've got rash on my face, and usually I have a very good skin and a very like nice skin, good looking face. Yeah. So today is the 17th of June, Father's Day. Yay, yay. Which is what this video is about. It's about fathers and actually just being a father. It was inspired by this day. I was like, oh, why the hell not? Because I couldn't really bring myself to talk about anything else. But I was like, this one should be. It doesn't require me to be in a certain space or a certain mood. I can just, because for me, my page or my channel is about sharing my journey, my opinions, and if you can take anything from it, take it. I love telling stories, which is another reason I have my channel. I love telling stories and sharing stuff. I guess I'm just expressive like that. And it's cold. It's so cold, guys. So cold. But anyway, a bit of background about me and how I relate to fatherhood. I was brought up by a single father simply because my parents were separated and my dad got full custody of us, and there was three of us. I've got an older brother who's 5 years. No, he's not 5. How old is he? He's 3. Yeah, he's like 3. He's like 5. Hi, man. He's 4 or 5 years older than me. Yeah. 3 years. Yeah. And I've got a younger sister who is 2 years younger than me. And when my parents separated, I was 5. My sister was 3. So you can just imagine. So my dad single-handedly raised all 3 of us, like from their age. And honestly, to be honest, I never saw anything wrong with my life. I thought, not that I thought it was good the way it was or it was okay, but I never really had a problem because I was safe. My dad was there, though he was very like tough and like zero tolerance and but he was a very cool dad and fun dad. And then as I grew up, then it's only then that I realized how much of a good father he was, because I'm a mother myself, and being a single mom is not easy. And I just imagine him being a father, being a man, having to raise 3 kids all by himself, instilling culture and like instilling like everything, like what it takes to be like a proper person. And I don't know, he just made it look so easy that I was like, when I grow up, I just want a man who's gonna give me kids, and and then I'll be fine on my own. But he really did it, and I think the main thing that he did was being involved. I think that's the most basic thing that fathers out there need to do. Because even if you're married, you have a wife, but if you're never there, you're not a good father. Just because you're still married does not mean that you're a good father. I know of a lot of people that were brought up by both their mom and dad, but then they have no respect for their dads because of how they treated their mother, or how how they played their role to them. So it's not just about paying for school fees, buying clothes. No, yes, that's automatic, but there's this thing of being involved in school, being involved in emotion, growing up, sharing stories. You know, that's the most basic thing, and I am really, 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 really grateful for my father for doing that, and I am very strong because of him. And the thing is, not people, fathers, especially single fathers, if it's a broken family where the mom and dad have separated, then there's so many things that can make it difficult for the father to play a fatherly role to their children. But that means now you have to work extra hard. You have to push those boundaries, and always remember that it's not about what the mother. It's not really always about what the mother says. It's about, at the end of the day, it's really is about what you think it's best for your kids, because you want them to have everything that you didn't have. You want them to have better than what you had, and you want to give them the world. So do not allow tensions or the fights with your baby mama's family, or your baby mama. Yes, they because I don't cause no drama. I'm a baby mama, but I don't cause no drama. Always fight for your kids. Not fight to necessarily take them, but fight to be a father to them. And always remember to tell them how much you love them. My dad was such a strong person, was a very quiet person, but we knew that he loved us because he told us all the time. And like sometimes it would be hard to believe because he was this guy who was always just grumpy and but that's one thing, and he was so proud, and he took us everywhere he went. He took us because some of the times we didn't have a nanny, and he had places to go to, so he'd take us he was that guy who would always rock up with his kids, and he was cool with it. If it's family functions, he'll make sure that we eat first, then he will eat. He took us everywhere, and sometimes it'd be, oh my god, do we really have to go? But it was just to make sure that we're safe, to make sure that we're okay. And growing up, my dad used to drink. Not a lot, but he used to drink. He used to love his alcohol, but you'd never find him at a tavern or at a drinking place. Never. He would always drink at home or at his sister's or family function. So what he would do is, when he's buying his alcohol, he would buy his alcohol, and then he'd buy anything that we want, so that there's a balance. And he would come home and tell us, he'd say, my kids, this is my alcohol, and I love my alcohol. And then I know you guys like ABC, and I bought you ABC. Because he believed in balance. Even when he's eating, I do that with my partner. Then when he eats, I dig in his plate, because that's what my dad did for us. Because he would warm up his food, and then it's his food, his plate, but he'll come to the table with 2 spoons or an extra spoon, because he knows that someone will want to eat, or he'll ask you to come share whatever that he's eating, regardless if you ate or not. But he was just like that. He did his best. As hard as it was, he did it. So my thing is to fathers out there, be a father to your kids. Talk to your kids. Don't let your kids get information from outside. You know, this whole thing of dating and boys and money and whatnot, I learned that from my father. I'm not saying I mastered everything, but I'm saying he did his part, then everything else was up to me. So it's very important what you teach your kids at home, because that's their ground, you know. I grew up fat. I was fat. I was pretty fat and ugly, but I didn't know that was a bad thing, because at home I was loved. You know, when I would go to school and kids would tease me, give me names, whatnot, I wasn't fazed by that. I don't remember crying because someone said I was fat. I don't remember crying for someone telling me, for teasing me, because my dad was my rock, you know. I'm not saying we were the best of friends, but he, as a father, he made sure that no one messes with his kids, and everyone in my area knew that you don't mess with his kids. I remember this one time, this boy actually threw a stone and it hit me on my back, and I go home and I showed my dad that some boy hit me. You know, he didn't pay attention to me. He didn't like, oh, I'm sorry, whatever. He was not that, no, I was not that dad. He just kept quiet. So the other day, he was taking me to school. Someone is calling me, disturbing my video. I'm not gonna answer. I'm not gonna answer this call, and it's disturbing me. But anyway, I'm gonna continue my story. So the other day, he was going to drop. I was still in primary school, so I saw this boy, and I was like, Dad, there's that boy that threw a stone on me. Yo, he stopped. He's like, wait, and then he got out of his car, opened the boot, took out his gun. He's like, where's that boy? I was like, shit. I was like, well, I don't know. I thought I saw him. And then he said to me, you're lying. And you know what? There were boys sitting there, and that boy was there. He says to me, he's here now, but you just get to show me. And I said, no, he's not there. He's there. I don't know what happened to him. And then he got back in his car, and then he dropped me at school. But that's the father that he was. Bro, you don't. You don't. Like, I've got so many stories that kids would hit me. I remember there was this boy who hit me with a brick here, and then I was bleeding, and he went nuts. So fight for your kids. Be there for your kids. Talk to your kids. Tell them how much you love them, because it's important for kids to know that they are loved at home, so that when they go out, they don't have to beg for love. They don't have to force love, because they know what love is. Even if you don't stay with them, work extra hard to be a great dad, because that's what they're going to remember you for. And happy Father's Day.